Yeah, so that's a good question. What are my thoughts about the benediction at the recent inauguration? Well, before I give my take on it, let's take a few looks at what transpired.
Hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous hilltops of California. But God, we're asking you not only that. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when
All right, so we kind of got an idea of what transpired. First and foremost, what I say is I'm never going to attack anyone's walk as far as from a faith perspective. But immediately what I'm getting shady vibes. And what I mean by that is if you really had the opportunity to look at the video, just the looks that Pastor Sewell received from many in that room, in that setting, it just didn't feel right. And one thing that I would say to Pastor Sewell is, what does one man profit to gain the whole world if in return you lose your soul? And I see the play, what's going on here. He's thinking it's an opportunity to bring notoriety to my church. He's thinking it's an opportunity for me to get the visibility, to become famous. Because his immediate actions after that was to launch his own meme coin. Just the optics and the antics show what this really was about. It was really disgusting when I think about it. Just looking at that 3-minute clip in its entirety. One word that comes to mind to me is Sambo. He was up there shucking and jiving and really performing. Really like a monkey. And I'm sorry, I hate to use that word to describe our people. But it was so disingenuous. It was disgusting. It was embarrassing. And it's not that the fact that he was given the benediction for Trump, because, that's an amazing honor to have. But he could have did it with more dignity and class. That's what we're missing in our community. We don't have any more Malcolms, no more Martins, no more Medgar Everetts. We don't have any, hell, even Sidney Poitiers anymore. Because everybody's up for sale. Everybody's cheap whores. Selling their souls for pennies on the dollar. So you got half of the country divided, right, already, just for simply, politics. Then you have this internal warring that's going on in the black community. While most of us acknowledge that it was a time in history, a moment in history for the history books, that a black man was able to give the benediction. But how he did it was off-putting. We got to have more respect for one another and for ourselves. There's a saying in our community that all money ain't good money. And over the course of this inaugural weekend, we've seen a lot of people sell their souls for pennies on the dollar. What's going to happen when our young boys grow to young men and they look around and everybody that they admire, whether you're a celebrity or not, you can just be a community activist, you can be a pastor, you can be a famous rapper, you can be a famous entertainer. And when they realize you stand for nothing, you can be bought for, again, pennies on the dollar. You're willing to get up on stage, shake your ass, and put on a performance for pennies on the dollar. We have to do better.